Welcome to Exchange Street Capital. I am once again Rick Allenbach. Before we get started, I want to take the time to thank the thousands of viewers, the hundreds of subscribers, and the hundreds of likes in just 3 weeks and 2 videos. Without any editing, without any fancy intros or outros, if outros are even a thing, I'm very humbled. The comments I've received on my LinkedIn, my Twitter, and just to me, along with constructive criticism, has been great. I love it. People are picking up some of the phrases that they like. They're saying they agree or they really like a piece that I've given them. Like my man Chuck D says, I don't rhyme for the sake of riddling. So, hey, if any of this is of interest, that I'm doing something right, we're going to keep on rolling. Along with that, I wanted to let everybody know that my podcast entitled The Unassuming Disruptor will launch on March 28th of this year, so I'm excited about that. With that, let's talk about time, right? Time is the most valuable and most precious asset on earth. It's irreplaceable. It cannot be replaced. Warren Buffett, sound like a broke record, use him a lot, but like my ex-girlfriend says, if it's not broken, you're not doing it right. Warren said, I can buy anything on this planet except for time. So if you think about that, that's pretty powerful. Time is powerful. Most people allow it to work against them, no matter how they try. They don't even know that they're doing it. They try to maximize it, and quite frankly, it squeezes it out. They lose more than they gain. We're going to talk about how you want to use time to work for you in all facets of your life. You want time to spend on your mission, as we continue to talk about that. We want time to spend serving others. We want time to make memories with the people that we love. Don't fear alone time. It's fantastic and underrated for meditation, reflection, thought. Don't waste a second of your time feeling sorry for yourself ever. Ever, ever, ever. An example that I have about how powerful time is, we're going to constantly go back to this in terms of my former life of investing. 25-year-old invests for 15 years until they're 40. $10,000 a year. It's 150 grand. They don't invest anymore. At 65, they'll be a millionaire. They'll have about just under $1.1 million. This is based on 6% rate of return. A very, despite what's going on this week and last week, 6% rate of return in equities is ridiculously conservative. If we take a 35-year-old who invests until they're 65, so that's 30 years at $10,000 a year. So it's twice as much money they invest. So they invest $300,000. They'll have approximately $838,000 at 65. So they'll have $300,000 less. They've invested twice the amount, and they've had to invest over twice as much time. That's the time value of money. That's how powerful time is. We didn't change any other variable there. You want to manage your time wisely, so how do we do that? That's what we're really talking about, right? We want to slow time down. We can't stop it, we want to maximize it. Be selfish with your time. You are the hero of your narrative. You're in control. Say no to 99% of everything that is asked of you. I'm not saying you have to be a dick. I'm saying don't be a people pleaser. I've come from that camp. I've spoken about that in earlier videos. Saying no is critical. When we say yes to everything, that's actually a no to something that's within our mission or someone that's within our mission. Okay? Put a value on your time. When I was managing investors or managing asset managers, they would say, I would say, put an hourly time. They would say 50, 60. I said, mine's $500 an hour. And they would do the math and they'd be, that's this amount a year. I said, yeah. They said, are you making it? I said, not yet. but that's the amount of, that's how valuable my time is, and that's how you start, and you will make that amount. So if it's $500 an hour, invest each hour intentionally. Use the 80-20 rule. 80% of your productivity will come from 20% of your activities. So find those activities, identify them, focus on them, outsource the rest. Be home for dinner. Block out time to be with your family, be the ones who you care about. The work's never going to stop, the mission never stops. As we talk about the arrow's pointing in the right direction. It's linear. It's going to go. It's like the end zone in a football field. Okay, it goes around the world. So stop, smell the roses, have dinner with your family. Dan Sullivan, brilliant guy. He created Strategic Coach. If you haven't heard of it, I'll have a link down in the comment section. He's also author of the 25-year framework. Basically, he says, hey, our hopes, our dreams, our goals, they're not too much. The time frame in which the goals are set are unreasonable. So take 25 years. So if I'm 43, that puts me obviously at 68. I have now till I'm 68 to achieve my goals. What that does is every quarter, every 90 days is now 1%. So if I have a shitty quarter in terms of my mission, it's okay. I adjust. Every day write down what you want to do. You don't have to ever read it again. Keep on that mission. And then if you have a great quarter, if you kill it, that's only 1%. It takes the pressure off, and believe it, you'll get to that goal way before the 25 years, and you'll continue to grow in that goal. Look up the 25-year framework, look up Dan Sullivan and Strategic Coach. Another way to slow things down. I was just talking to a very successful guy, he's about 10 years older than me. When he was about my age, he bought a beach house in Florida. He's got kids, and he said, you know, talk about slowing their ages down, what have you. Why? Because we're spending time with them. Now, you may say, well, I can't buy a beach house in Florida. I can't buy a beach house yet. What have you? Okay, put a pool in. Do something that's cost-effective for your family, that's going to keep extended family together or give a reason for them to get back together. Because what will happen is your children will have friends that turn into significant others, that turn into fiancés, that turn into spouses, and then they have children, and you keep everybody together. And the more time you spend together, the less blocks of time that you have thinking about what you missed or what might have been. Make memories, not memes. Don't take 500 pictures of what's going on when you're together. Okay? Don't put it all over social media. Live in the moment. Don't post it. Andy Bernard from The Office, one of my favorite characters in one of my favorite shows, said, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before they actually left. And I think that's absolutely hilarious and also true. So seize those moments that you can, whether it's in the mission, with your family, with your loved ones, because if we say no to 99% of everybody, if we give ourselves attainable or even higher than attainable goals, but in an attainable time frame in that 25-year setting, we take that stress and we take it easy on ourselves. That allows us to perform better, and we'll do so quicker. You'll get to your goal quicker than you would have even laid out if you do it this way. I can't take credit, so I'm going back to Dan Sullivan because he is a master at this. And I always hear, oh, I don't have enough time. I can't meet. I wish I had more time in the day. I'm too busy for this meeting. It's bullshit. If you're interested, you make time. I can tell you, as an owner, as an executive, if I want something, I make time for that meeting or that thing, what have you. You can bet that. So okay, what does that mean? So drive to the no. Drive to the no in a relationship. Drive to the no in something you're not interested in. Just say no. Everybody appreciates it. I don't like forced friendships. I don't like forced communications. I don't like forced engagements. If you don't vibe, you don't vibe. That's okay. Not everybody does. You'll appreciate that person better in another date. You don't have to be friends with everybody. This will allow you the time to live your mission and in essence positively build happiness. So that's the watch overview. Obviously we're going to deep dive into sections of these later. Thank you for the head, heart, wallet, and watch section. Look for next week when we dive into some interesting subjects on investing. I think they're poignant due to what's going on in the market. Thanks.